Hey guys, it's Roy here from Marloco12 and EpicDroid.com, and we're here today to look at the Ajanai, I have no idea how to say it, but we're looking at his Planeswalker deck. This deck comes to us from the Magic Core 2019 set that is not yet currently available. It is the 7th today, and this deck is not actually out until the 14th. But I was able to get my hands on it a little bit early, and so I'm excited to show you guys what we have in here. So we're gonna open this up, maybe. Pull it on out here. First thing we have is we have our Planeswalker card. Now, just as I always say, you want to be really careful when opening these so you don't damage the card. I don't like these plastic things that they use, and I wish they would use something different. But as long as you're careful there, you can get it out without any problems. Then we have the deck box. And inside the deck box, we have a couple different things here. First thing we have up is the rest of the deck, so that plus that makes the deck. We have a booster pack. We have the quick reference guide for those who have not played Magic before. And then we have the Hey Before You Play. This is a guide to this particular deck. Has a nice little poster of Ajanai. Has a little bit of information about him, how to play the deck. Gives you some terms that you'll need to know for the deck. And on the back, we've got the standard ads. So we're going to open this up, and we're going to split this up into a couple different piles here, and we will go and do that now. Okay, so we've split this up into a couple different piles here. We have our rares, we have our uncommons, we have our commons, our lands, and then we have our mythic rare here. But as you can see, I split them into two different piles for the uncommons, the commons, and the rares. There's a reason for that. The reason is because the cards up here are standard cards that you can just get in any booster pack, or if you're lucky, you can get them in most booster packs. And then down here we have cards that are not part of the standard Core 2019 set. These are all standard legal, so you can play with these in standard or modern. However, these are cards that you can only get in this particular Planeswalker deck. So we're going to look at those. We're also going to look at this one rare here in just a second. But first up, we have 4 Silverbeak Griffins, and this is card number 285 out of 280. That 280 tells you that 280 is the number of cards that are in the Core 2019 set, and this 285 is the deck exclusive card. So you cannot get this one in any booster packs. It is a 2-cost creature Griffin with flying, which means this creature can't be blocked except by creatures with flying or with reach, and it's a 2/2, and there are 4 of those in the deck. We then have some Court Clerics. We have 3 of those. It is a 1-cost creature human cleric with lifelink, which means damage dealt by this creature also causes you to gain that much life. Court Cleric is +1/+1 as long as you control an Ajanai Planeswalker, and it's a 1/1. That's a nice little extra ability there because it's not tied to just Ajanai the Wise Counselor Planeswalker. You can get that ability with any Ajanai Planeswalker. So you can now use that in any other deck. You can use it in any other deck that you choose to. You aren't tied down to this specific deck and to this specific Planeswalker. Change my mind. We're going to look at this rare first. So next up is Mentor of the Meek. Mentor of the Meek is a 3-cost creature, human soldier. Whenever another creature with power 2 or less enters the battlefield under your control, you may pay 1, and if you do, draw a card, and he's a 2/2. Then we have 2 more deck exclusives. We have Sarah's Guardian. Sarah's Guardian is a 6-cost creature angel with flying, and then it also has vigilance. Vigilance means attacking doesn't cause this creature to tap, and then other creatures you control also have vigilance, and is a 5/5. So it makes it so that when you attack, if you have a lot of other cards, and even if you have 1 or 2, it makes it so that those guys don't tap as they attack, so it does leave them free for blocking as well. And that is card number 284 out of 280. Then we have Ajanai's Influence, and this is the card I was telling you about earlier that kind of changed the way the dynamic of these Planeswalker decks work. Previously, you had a card that would say, search your library, find Ajanai the Wise Counselor, reveal him, put him into your hand, and then shuffle your library. Now we've got it a little bit different here. So we have a card that has, it's a Ajanai's Influence. It's a 4-cost sorcery. Put 2 +1/+1 counters on target creature, and then look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal a white card from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. We've got 2 of those. So what that does is it frees you up to use that card in any other deck. Primarily white decks are what you would want to use it in, but you can search your hand. You can search those 5 cards for any card that you want. So let's say you don't need a Ajanai Wise Counselor, you want a Mentor of the Meek instead. You can use it to get that, or you can use it to get Ajanai if you want. But it frees you up to use it in a lot more options, and it's not tied down to that specific deck. Last but not least, we have Ajanai the Wise Counselor. He is a 5-cost legendary Planeswalker. He starts out with 5 loyalty. The first ability is +2, you gain 1 life for each creature you control. The second ability, -3, creatures you control get +2/+2 until end of turn. And -9, Put X +1/+1 counters on target creature where X is your life total. So I played against a guy in one of the Magic open houses for this set, and he had this deck. I was using the Liliana one, and when he did it, he had 19 life, and I had it looked like I was going to win. I had a bunch of really good cards out. We had just kind of been sitting there in a holding pattern. He had one card with flying out. He used that ability, gave the guy like a +19, so he ended up going from a 1/1 or something to a 20/20. I don't remember what it was, but some insanely astronomical amount, and he killed me in one turn because I didn't have any cards that could block a flying card. So if you have that right, and if you play the hand right, you could totally kick butt with that card there. But it's an awesome deck. I really like this one. You guys should check out some of the others. We'll have links to where you can check out all the decks from this Core 2019 set in the video description down below. If you guys have any questions about this deck, or about Core 2019, or about Magic in general, feel free to hit us up in the comment section. We'll reply as soon as we are available. If you've enjoyed this video and want to see more like it, please remember to give us a thumbs up and to share it with your friends. And as always, just want to tell you guys thank you for watching, thank you for all your support, and you all have an awesome day.